Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these cute, easy granny square hearts. These are great scrap yarn projects and you can make so many things with them. Grab your crochet hook in your first color. This is the color of your heart. We are going to make a magic ring. You're going to hold the yarn like this and split your fingers in half. So I'm going to wrap the string around, forming an X. And then I'm going to flip my hand upside down. Now I'm going to lift my pinky and put that yarn underneath the pinky, closing my pinky with my ring finger. Grab your hook and slide it underneath that first string. Then we're going to slide it on top of the second string. I'm going to show you how to do this again. Take your hook and put it underneath the first string. And then we go on top of the second string. And now you're going to pull that second string past the first string. Flip your hook upside down, twisting it. And that string where your pinky is, you're going to yarn over, so put your hook underneath that string, right by your pinky. And then you pull it through the loop. Have timestamps at the bottom if you need to rewatch it. Go ahead and take your hands outside of your ring. You have completed your magic ring. It is time to create our 4 corners. We're going to start off by placing 3 double crochets inside the center. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. That is how you double crochet. We're going to place 2 more double crochets into that center. If you do not know how to double crochet, I will have a video linked in the description. It should look like this. And now we're going to chain 2. Going to place 3 more double crochets back into that center. You should have 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. This is our first corner. We are going to chain 2 and place 3 more double crochets back into our center so we can create our second corner. We are going to chain 2 more additional chains. And then we are going to place 3 more double crochets back into that center, creating our next corner. To finish this round, we are going to chain 2 more chains. And before we go any further, we're going to pull on that string that's in the center so we can close this hole. Please be mindful, depending on what yarn you're working with, the string can break, so be gentle when you are pulling on the string. Your project should look like this. And now to join round 1, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch right into that first stitch. The very first stitch that we work, we're going to insert our hook. And we're going to place a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, pull that first loop through that last loop, and that is how you work a slip stitch. Round 1 is now complete. For row number 2, we are going to start in this corner right here. We are placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet inside this corner space. And I've just worked my first corner for this row. As you see, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And now we're going to turn our square and we're going to repeat that inside this next space right here. We're going to place 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I do like to pull on it a little bit to give more space for myself. And now I'm going to chain 2 and place 3 more double crochets back into that space so I can create this corner. Should look like this: 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, all inside that one space. We're going to turn our work a little bit so we can work inside that next space. We are placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet inside this corner space. And that's pretty much what we're doing for the rest of this round. We're placing corners inside corners. So far we have 3 corners, 1, 2, 3. So the next corner is going to be our last corner because a square has 4 corners. We're going to place 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Your project should look like this. All 4 of our corners are done. Now to join this round, we're going to slip stitch inside that very first stitch. This stitch right here, this was the first stitch that we worked inside this round. You're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, pull that first loop through the last loop. And this is how you work a slip stitch. Round 2 is complete. For row 3, have your second color ready because we will be changing colors and I will show you how to do that. We are going to begin in this space right here. And as you notice, this space is not a corner. So because it's not a corner, we're only going to place 3 double crochets. That's it, no chains, just 3 double crochets. We are changing colors inside that 3rd double crochet. I am finished with my first 2 double crochets and now I'm going to show you how to change colors in the last one. We're going to work all the steps for our double crochets, but we're going to work the last step a little differently. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Now as we make it to our very last step, we're going to grab our new yarn, our second color. I'm using this nice light pink. I'm going to move my first color to the side. I'm going to grab my second color and I'm going to put it on my hook just like this. And now I'm going to pull that new color through these 2 loops that was on my hook. So now I have my new color on my hook. Now we're going to turn our work slightly. That way we can work inside this upcoming space, which is a corner. Now remember, to keep our shape of our square, we have to place our corners inside our corners. While I'm working inside this space, I'm going to be carrying my first color. So that means I'm going to hold on to it like this with my thumb. That way when I'm working my stitches inside this space, I'm going to work it on top of that first yarn as well. So let's go ahead and place these 3 double crochets. I am still carrying my yarn. I'm going to flip it over so you can see. See, that's underneath these stitches that I just worked. And that makes it easier where I don't have to weave it in. So now I'm going to chain 2. And then I'm going to place 3 more double crochets into this space. But inside that last double crochet, we will be changing back to our first color. So 1, 2, and now I'm going to work my 3rd double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Now we're going to drop our second color and we're going to pick up our first color, put it on our hook, and pull it through the loops. So this next space right here is not a corner, so we're only going to place 3 double crochets. Remember to work on top of your yarn so you're carrying it and it makes it easier for you to change your colors. I'm going to place 3 double crochets inside this space. It's going to look like this so far. Inside the next space, we are placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We're going to continue using our first color. However, we are changing colors inside that last double crochet. Don't forget to carry that yarn so you can switch back to your second color inside that last double crochet. I made it to the end of my double crochet, and now I'm going to drop my first color, pick up my second color, and put it on my hook and pull it through the loop. Inside this next space, we are working 3 double crochets and we are changing back to our first color inside that 3rd double crochet. Your work should look like this so far. Inside the next space, we are placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We are using this color for the next space so you don't have to change your colors. We are placing 3 double crochets inside this next space and we are changing colors inside that last double crochet. We're going to turn our work a little bit so we can work inside that next space. We are placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet inside this corner space. Your project should look like this. All 4 of our corners are done. Now to join this round, we're going to slip stitch inside that very first stitch. We are no longer working with our first color, which is the color of your heart. Grab your scissors and cut the end of your string. Make sure to leave a long enough tail so you can weave it in at the end. Row 4 is our last round. We're no longer switching colors, we're only using this color. Right here is our first space. Inside that space, we are going to place 3 double crochets. The next space is a corner, so we're going to place 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Inside this next space, we are going to place 3 double crochets. You guys should be able to tell the difference between your regular spaces and your corner space. You'll know you're at a corner when it has a point to it. You're going to continue placing 3 double crochets inside the regular space and corners inside the corner space, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Work inside these next 2 spaces regularly. Place a corner inside the corner, next 2 spaces regularly. Work your corner, and I will meet you back when you make it to your last corner. To the 4th corner, which is the last corner. And all that's left to do is to work our last space and join our round. So this right here is a space, please don't skip that. It should look like this. Now inside that very first stitch, this stitch right here, we're going to place a slip stitch so we can join our square. Chain 1, grab your scissors and cut the end of your yarn. Make sure you have a long enough tail that you can weave in at the end. Your square is now complete. All that's left to do is weave in your ends. When I weave in my ends for a project I use a magic ring on, I like to take that string in the center and weave it in circular motions just to make sure that that center doesn't come undone. And then I'm going to pull on that string. As you see, it makes that hole tighter. And now I'm going to take that other string, the other pink string, and then I'm going to weave it in close to the center so I can tie those 2 strings together and cut the end of the yarn. I'm just going to cut the end of the yarn. And then I'm going to weave in these other 2 strings that I have. And for this other 2, because I have 2 strings, I'm gonna finish weaving this together off camera. Again, you can weave it however you want to. I'm just gonna my goal is to basically bring these two strings together the same color so I could tie them together like I did the center, and then I'm gonna cut them. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. I have finished weaving in all my ends. And this is what it looks like. And your granny square heart is now complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to support this channel.